In the flow of time, there are individuals who leave such an indelible mark that they not only shape an industry, but also change the way the world thinks about creativity, passion, and the very meaning of life. Steve Jobs was one of those rare people. He wasn't merely the co-founder of Apple. He became a symbol of the spirit of thinking different and daring to live differently. His journey was never a straight line of glory, but a path filled with challenges, failures, comebacks, and ultimately the transformation of bold dreams into reality. The book Steve Jobs, The Life, Lessons, and Rules for Success is not just a story about the life of a technological genius. It is a roadmap, a guide that outlines the principles we can all adopt to pursue greatness, find meaning, and leave behind our own legacy. This is not a fairy tale about luck, but a story about choices, about the courage to say no, the hunger to keep learning, and the vision to sell dreams that change the world. From the very first pages, the book delivers a powerful reminder. Life doesn't need another copy. It needs your uniqueness, your vision, your courage, and your dreams. As we move deeper, the book unfolds 5 core principles Steve Jobs lived by, principles that carried him from a young man tinkering in a garage to a pioneer who transformed entire industries. The first principle is connect things. To Jobs, creativity was not about inventing from nothing, but about connecting seemingly unrelated ideas into something extraordinary. He believed that by broadening our experiences, through culture, art, design, and technology, we build bridges across worlds, generating ideas that no single path could produce. The second principle, say no to 1,000 things, highlights the power of focus. Time and energy are limited, and true excellence demands a discipline to say no to countless opportunities. For Jobs, mastery came from concentrating on what truly mattered, even if that meant turning down good ideas in order to pursue great ones. The third principle is perhaps the most iconic. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Jobs embodied a mindset of never being satisfied with past achievements, always craving to learn, grow, and innovate. To be foolish, in a sense, was to embrace risk, to experiment, and to refuse to be trapped in the comfort zone. Those who change the world are often the ones once labeled as crazy. The fourth principle, master the message, reminds us that ideas alone are not enough. To truly inspire action, you must communicate with clarity, emotion, and authenticity. Jobs mastered the art of storytelling, presenting technology not just as a product, but as an experience, a movement, a piece of the future. His words, gestures, and vision resonated deeply with people because they were genuine and filled with passion. Finally, the fifth principle is sell dreams, not products. Jobs understood that people don't buy gadgets. They buy hope, lifestyle, and the possibility of a better future. Apple's success wasn't built on features alone. It was built on dreams. By selling visions that touch people's hearts, Jobs transcended competition. Because dreams are deeply personal and uniquely powerful. Through these 5 rules, the book paints a picture not only of Steve Jobs' journey, but also of timeless lessons for anyone seeking growth. He shows us that success is never luck. It is the accumulation of moments when we refuse to give up. He proves that true creativity doesn't come from walking the beaten path, but from questioning, exploring, and connecting in new ways. He reminds us that focus is not limitation, but a declaration of self-respect, that saying no to distractions is saying yes to your deepest dreams. Above all, he encourages us to keep the fire of passion alive, because that fire is what carries us through fear, through failure, and into the realm of possibility. But this book is not simply a tribute to a famous entrepreneur. It is a call to action for every one of us. You don't need to become the next Steve Jobs, because life doesn't need duplicates. What the world truly needs is your original voice, your vision, your courage. The lessons Jobs left behind are not confined to technology or business. They apply to any field, any dream, and any person willing to live with purpose. No matter where you are or what you do, you can connect your experiences to create new value. You can focus on what matters most. You can stay hungry for growth and foolish enough to dare. You can learn to craft messages that move hearts, and you can sell dreams that inspire others. In its closing message, Steve Jobs, The Life, Lessons, and Rules for Success becomes more than a biography. It becomes a challenge. Life is short, and the real question is not how far you can go, but whether you are willing to start your journey. The road will not be easy, but it will be the path where you discover strength, resilience, and your truest self. The world does not need more people living small, safe lives. It needs dreamers, risk-takers, and builders of the future. If you have ever doubted your ability, remember that even Steve Jobs was once considered foolish. And it was that very foolishness that changed the course of history. So let this book be more than a read. Let it be a compass. Don't just finish it and set it aside. Take its principles and weave them into your work, your relationships, and your dreams. Look at the world with curiosity. Dare to choose your own path, and pursue what you believe in with relentless focus. For in the end, success is not measured by wealth or fame, but by the legacy you leave, the inspiration you spark in others through the way you lived. As Jobs once asked, the question is not how far you can go. The real question is, are you willing to begin? Begin today. Allow yourself to dream big and step into the journey of making those dreams real. Do not fear. Do not delay. The world is waiting for the extraordinary version of you.